I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Oh, I think I can manage that.
Ta!
Byzantium. Right. Obviously the main task is to find Mr. Mosley, but I did promise you ladies that we could sort out a few personal
You sure have
issues.
seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Okay, just Ellie. She's just excited. Humour her. Yeah, as I was saying, we need to get an outfit for you, and we need to find your parents and be revolting and offensive. Retirees. Okay. This looks a little miserable, doesn't it? Maybe it's more fun inside. So, with my excellent sense of direction, I believe there is an elevator here that will take us up top. Where, of course, we can find a shop for you. Parents for you. Not that we're going to find parents for you, but we will find your parents. You know what I'm talking about. And then find Mr. Mosley, who is apparently at an art gallery. Are there lots of art galleries in Byzantium? I'm sort of relying on you to show us around.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
They can if you hit them hard enough. Okay, this is very shiny.
You. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
I don't know, do we want to be famous? Maybe? Maybe. Why? Who are you? Hi.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean?
Kid? I mean, I like the rest. Natural magnetism, of course, especially the magnetism part. Whatever you're selling, I'm not, but no, I like where this is going. Keep going.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
Does working for a mad scientist count? That's probably a secret. No, I'm freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Okay. Like, are we talking like movies pictures?
I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Okay.
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game.
Right.
So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Well, we do have an awful lot of things to do, but I suspect if I say no, Parvati's going to be a little disappointed, and Felix is probably... Well, Felix is probably just... I'm not sure if Felix would ever speak to me again. Yeah, no problem. Yes, sure. I'm in.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Right.
Anti-Creole ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free.
Right. Moving on. Yes. Maybe we should... Okay, let's just focus. Focus.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
Okay. Don't do that, because if you get shot, I'm going to have to hit somebody with a hammer. So, Forsyth Luxury Munitions. Okay, we don't need to buy any weapons.
The dissidents actually
But
took over the
whilst...
And then
Hello? Do you have...
Looking for weapons?
Maybe.
You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armament, and you won't find better anywhere else.
Okay. Yeah, what do people need weapons for around here? Okay, do you have anything of a science-y kind of nature, or perhaps large... No, you don't. Okay, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed with your, selection. Never mind. Okay, no, we're not here for weapons. We're not here for weapons. We're here for a variety of other reasons. So, we need to go all the way over there. And where was Ellie's... Here we go. The Low Crusade. Ellie's parents were somewhere over there, according to Ellie. And the shop that Parvati wants to visit is... There. Excellent. Right. Let's just go and sort this outfit out for Parvati. This outfit out. Let's get her an outfit. Mind you, we paid 3,000 for a casserole. Yeah, you know what? Just take the money.
Now stand back. Back! I'll
Standing
enter
back,
the
standing
settings
back.
and get these machines spinning.
you'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're just going to hang around for an hour. I was going to say we could come back.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now.
Yes, you do.
You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix
No.
up the air cyclers.
No.
They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
No. Parvati making everything a little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings. No, it won't.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Any time. I still can't get over the idea that going on a date is scarier than everything else we've been doing. Right, so we need to go now, and Mr. Mostly is over there, but I think we're actually passing Ellie's parents on the way, so we'll probably call in
I
there.
love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
On our ship.
But those are so far away. I'm talking about
We've got working toilets, we've got art, we've got posters. Yeah, I'm thinking before we go to Ellie's, we may want to go back and pick up Felix because, well, the idea of being revolting and offensive with Parvati around, I feel, well, I think Felix might do a better job of it. I mean, he's bound to have a lot of distaste for the people of Byzantium, I'm guessing. So he's probably...
Down there.
We could take Max or Sam. Sam? No, Sam would clean. You want me to be revolting. I guess you want me to keep this
Nice thing about
outfit
traveling
up.
with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
That is very true. It's a little pessimistic and dark, but it's also kind of true.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness.
Very deep. Very deep. Right, okay. I think this is...
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Oh, so it's not me this time. Whew.
Okay, right. Let's go and meet the parents. Wow, that is very shiny. And you wanted us to, take the drinks. Out of curiosity, where would we find your parents? See, look at this. My excellent sense of direction. Again, that seems familiar. Okay. Ellie, you're up.
Marilyn, is that you?
Marilyn?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, nice place you've got here.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society.
Definitely,
anyway,
that's me.
You're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into.
I feel like we're
Right?
I feel like we're trying a little too hard. Indeed, we've saved towns, restored property across... No. Oh, yes. Theft, vandalism, profanity, picking of the nose. We've done it all.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
We're a pair
Marilyn,
of tryhards.
this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Yeah, this is not really going exactly as planned, is it? No. I'm just
We'll
gonna...
stay as long as we like.
I'm just gonna stay
And while
over
we're
here.
at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, what's going on?
It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
It definitely isn't for the lack of people trying, believe me.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction
You
was
kinda
lost
did, though,
on us,
didn't you?
darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something? Yeah.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Okay. Get definitely awkward. Can we leave now? No. Okay, I'll just...
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Okay. Ellie, can we leave? These people are beginning to make my hammer itch.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
You know, I was feeling a little bad about the whole spitting on the floor thing, but to be honest, now I'm actually wondering whether it would be... Can we break things? Okay, I have to admit, I'm impressed with how tough your plants are.
Can we talk?
Yeah. So that didn't quite go how you wanted it to go, I'm guessing.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
Well, they didn't really turn us out. We just sort of... How were you hoping it was going to go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
Yeah, this is a very specific fantasy. You've been dreaming about this for a long time, but you kind of secretly wanted them to go, oh, you're back, it's so nice, please stay. Didn't you, really? But, yeah.
Shh, I'm getting to the good part.
Sorry.
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake, but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Okay, that's not too bad. How about it's payback time and I'm collecting with interest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day.
Mm.
Now, getting back to my story.
Sorry, I'm interrupting
Father
again,
would
aren't I?
throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, you had us worried sick. Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Yeah. They really did upset you, didn't they?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted,
Yeah,
even.
yeah, outrage, that's what I meant.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain.
So you want me to go back in there and break everything? Because I gotta tell you, the plants and things seemed a little tough. Work through it in your own time. Trust me, this was the best. I'm sorry it's a rough situation. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with that.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
See, again, really very specific.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
You collect very strange experiences, though. You've got to surround yourself with people who will really look out for you. People like us.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons.
Okay.
I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Okay. It's not really your money any more than it's theirs. No, I don't follow. Keep, okay, keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Okay, so make them poor. Okay, that sounds fun. Quite the role reversal.
As long as I don't develop a taste for Woolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me.
Okay.
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Okay, yeah, no. Yep, we can do that. We can do that. Where exactly were you thinking that would? Okay, let's have a look. Don't buy this up. No, the Low Crusade. Where? Oh, it's back there. Okay, so, well, on the way out, we can call it, do that. Make your parents poor. Let's actually get on and do the thing we're actually here to do.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
Is she talking about me?
Access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key.
I think she's talking about me. Right. I think this is the place we're looking for, but I'm not seeing any signs. Musgrave Family Collection. Okay. Hello? This is... alright.
Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress.
Yeah, I noticed. Hello?
If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Did I? I don't... I didn't agree to anything. I'm sorry, I didn't agree to anything. Canid review. I don't know anything about a Canid review. Yeah, no, I didn't agree to anything. What are you talking about? I'm here to see somebody, I hope.
Then you should have told me that before I greeted you. Defaulting on a verbal agreement is a punishable offense.
What?
Now then, how can I help you?
Okay, what's with all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find. Yeah, but what? Why are you being secretive? Why is there a sort of non-disclosure agreement that apparently goes into force regardless? What is going on?
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh, yeah. Prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave Family Collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, you said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
But you're dying to, aren't you? You really are dying to tell me. I've already agreed to your confidentiality clause anyway, apparently.
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us.
Of course.
The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Gone? Boring? Stolen? No, we're going to be lost.
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Yeah, I'm actually here looking for somebody called Clarence Mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid La Place into our competition.
Okay.
You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Inside, door to left. Right. Canid. What exactly is going on here? Are they running canid fights or something? Okay, this is not what I was expecting. She said to the left. didn't she? Yes.
Just between the two of us, I hope this doesn't become a tradition.
Not looking forward to the next annual Canid review?
Not looking forward to the...
Welcome. This unit has been programmed to provide a selection of marginally subversive repartee.
Really? Marginally subversive repartee. Well, that's my favorite kind, so let's hear it.
Downloading banter protocol. Indecency ratio set to 15%. Did you know that Canid reviews in the premises of Byzantium are a violation of board protocol and may result in a fine of up to 400 bits? How subversive.
Oh yes, I'm tingling with excitement. Right. Okay, that at least tells us it's something called a Canid review and they are illegal. That's not actually a huge amount of information. Alright.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Tilda.
Is this about Canid hunting?
Okay. Was it down the stairs and to the left? Tilda Coatsworth. Hello?
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know, being the master of ceremonies.
Right. No, prep room. Through the door and on the left. Okay. I think this is... I just want to check downstairs. I really, 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 really would like to know what is going on here before I speak to, Mr. Mosley.
Since when do you care about
Are they going to... They're not even... It really is just... It's like a dog show sort of thing, isn't it? They're just having a... Their Canid just wanders around trying to look cool and they all vote on who's the coolest look. And this is subversive. This is subversive.
You ever want to make friends with a Canid? Look him square in the eyes. Oh, and bare your teeth, too. That lets him know you're a friend.
Right. I will put that piece of information in my things to remember. Very important. Mustn't forget. Okay. Ah. Mr. Mosley. Or most of Mr. Mosley. Hi?
Do you know the interesting thing about Canid shows?
No, and I'm really trying to figure it out. I mean, the trick question. There isn't anything interesting about Canid shows. Am I correct?
Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about Canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough Canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
What? Why are you telling me this? Yes.
Oh, I've been told I should try to socialize more. Sharing an interesting fact is a proven method of endearing oneself to a stranger. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me mostly an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mostly.
That is a terrible, terrible joke. Oh, that name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
Okay. I'm actually looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon. Should I tell him I have something that might belong to him? Yeah, but I've been looking to you. I've been looking for you. You are the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true. I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
This seems to be a very, very, very boring party. Wait a minute. The manufactory is on emergency lockdown. I need you to help me lift it. You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings. What's got you so frightened? Yeah, I am curious. What has got you so frightened?
I left Gorgon behind for a reason. Several reasons, in fact. Corporate sabotage, abnormally high fatality rates, and the Marauders. We buried Project Gorgon for good. Don't go digging up its grave. You seem like you're in the margin of competence for a freelancer. Find yourself some better work.
No. Right. The factory is on lockdown, and I'm not leaving until you help me lift it. No, it's a little... Okay, you know what? You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure has already sent me cryptic warnings. Let's see if he knows anything about the cryptic figure.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now.
Correct. Were you the one trying to send me the message? You were not the one trying to send me the message. No, you're absolutely correct. This person activated some kind of emergency lockdown. Any idea who they might be? Yes.
Someone with resources. Security countermeasures require a special override. Whoever locked down the facilities must have been watching you. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Right. I was hired to find a journal. Something horrible happened. Intimidate. How about this for a reason? I'm heavily armed. Project Gorgon created the Marauders. You can't just walk away from that. Yeah, nope. Let's go with, why don't you just pay attention to the fact that I'm heavily armed and armored and just help me out? Yeah?
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
Really? What's so important about a trophy? Yeah, what is so important about that trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
So, whoa. You didn't enter him into the contest. You believe he's already won it without entering it? Yeah, that might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
Sure.
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room.
So you want me to steal the
maintenance tunnel
trophy?
Is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Okay. Before I go...
What's on your mind?
Lots of things. What can you tell me about Project Gorgon? Yeah, let's start with that.
At the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind. I can't stop thinking about that trophy. Why isn't it in my hands? When is it going to be in my hands? And so on and so forth.
Right.
You get me that Best in Show trophy, and it'll clear my mind right up.
Okay, so I've got this eyeball, okay?
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
Wait a minute, whoa. So did you willingly let somebody take it out of your head? How did you lose it?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Would you like it back because it's an eyeball?
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
That's nice. Thank you. Wait, we're not going to need that later on to get back in. That facility's open to... That might have been a mistake. But then on the bright side, I'm no longer carrying an eyeball around. So, let's... Okay. Hi! Do you have time for me now?
This is a private party. No solicitors. No vagabonds. No freelancers.
Okay.
If you're here to offer your services as an entertainer, we're not interested.
Oh, but I'm very entertaining. I was actually here about the Canid review. Yes! No. You're all degenerates. I hope the building collapses on you. Yeah, I'm actually here about the Canid review. I'm very interested.
Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration.
Ooh.
In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably.
Couldn't...
That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
Oddly enough, yes. Unbelievable. No, totally. I can't believe it at all. Whatever happened to competent help?
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades. Anti-dissident auto-mechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to.
Really? You can't imagine where he's gone off to, and it's never occurred to you that something happened to him in the vault? Perhaps the security automechanicals, that sort of thing. No, that's not occurring to you. Is there another way into the trophy room? Maintenance tunnels, for example?
The tunnels are guarded by automechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
Well, it may be your lucky day. Maybe I can find a way into the vault for you, and you don't have to get your hands dirty. Wouldn't that be nice of me?
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable.
My betters?
Here's a key card. It should help you get around inside the tunnels.
My betters.
Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
No, I'm good. I'm... Okay, let's move on before I decide to get a little I don't know, scientific. Where exactly were we supposed to be going? Sorry, where were the maintenance tunnels? Are they down here somewhere? One would have thought they... elevator. Now I'm curious as to what the other door was. That's the trophy. That is barred. Right. Okay. Now, do you think what we could actually do is somehow fix it so he wins the trophy? Or are we just going to have to actually take the trophy because he won't start speaking until he can fondle it in a somewhat suggestive and slightly disturbing manner? I have a feeling it's going to be the latter. You know, I mean... Okay. All right. Let's just check around, you know.
I'll keep it down.
Excellent.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Stuff to weigh us down. What was here? Unlock with technician's card. Okay, so that is where we're supposed to go. But what's here? Do you think everyone will get very upset if we you know, smash their robots to pieces? They probably will. People do tend to get really upset about that sort of thing. Okay. This allows us... No, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to have little to no choice. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Installation log completed. Scheduled annual sanitation and repair Musgrave family vault. Applied kindapene scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantine aesthetic standards, see HHC board aesthetic and interior regulations, section 33F. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. Tampered with, altering or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. Delivered complimentary mint. Okay, well, I've got the technician's key card. Out of curiosity, was there any trophy room lift? That will take us to the trophy room. Okay. There was a hole in the wall there. Ooh. You know, I find myself strangely comfortable with the idea of stealing from the people of Byzantium. I'm also curious as to what is through there. Alright. We don't need... Oh. What was that? What did I just pick up? I picked up a mod that seemed... augmented. Was it this one? I don't know why. It looked like something I'd never seen before. All right, let's just I'm gonna have to get changed so that I can get into this safe. Oh, you know what? I haven't tried this yet. I want to know what this does. Does this? Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! It lets me pick a lock from very far away. Why would I want to do that? I have no idea. Maybe it would let me do so whilst no one could see under certain circumstances.
How'd you do that so fast?
Okay. Right. Okay. Well then, what does this do? Does that call the elevator? So that's it then. We just wander up here. Take the trophy. Won't people see us taking the trophy? Okay, not getting in there. Won't people just see us taking the trophy and get a little angry?
Wow, that trophy's real gold? Oh, I figured there'd be chocolate inside.
Why would there be chocolate inside a gold canid trophy? I should probably take this helmet off and perhaps wear something a little more appropriate. Yeah. Oh. Is it a good idea to walk out of there? I mean, if we're seen walking out of that door and then someone glances across and sees the trophy missing, it probably won't take too long for people to figure out what went on. Yeah? No, you had the right idea. You had the right idea. Let's just stay low, get out of here without picking a fight with the auto-mechanicals. And, get back to the party. Give the man his trophy. Get the information we need, and be on our way back to Gorgon. After we've sorted the thing out for you, we will call in the office and get that account set up.
Come now, Anubis. You must perk up.
Anubis. Okay. Apparently, Anubis is just not in the mood. Yeah, we're still looking into that issue for you. Haven't quite done it yet. All right. Mostly.
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just grotesque. All those superfluous letters ruin my appetite.
You're actually making sense. Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I think I like you, Clarence. I really do. You're annoying. You really are annoying, but you're annoying in a sort of relatable, human way. You're a data nerd kind of annoying, and I'm okay with that. I've kept my end of the bargain though, so I'm expecting you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry.
Right.
Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Oh, wait a minute. You used statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math. Yes, I'd like to check it.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room.
Okay.
After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Likely, okay. You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either. Okay, so those 2 researchers are the only ones left, probably, yes?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance.
And you've given me their location.
If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
Right. I need 2 different overrides to lift 1 lockdown. Why is nothing in this colony ever simple? Well, that sounds actually eminently sensible. All right, but I have got some other questions about these researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Groundbreaker? Okay. And you're sure it was sabotage, by the way?
Well, with Spacer's choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
I shall. You're asking me to trust your hunch. You are. I'm tempted to trust it, though, but you are asking me to trust what is essentially your idea of a probability.
I'm asking you to trust in the predictive power of data.
Okay,
Dr. Blakesley may
no.
have disappeared after that sabotage incident, but the trajectory of her life was implied in her permanent record.
Okay, what about the Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15.
Is that
After
all?
the project shut down,
Dear, oh
corporate
dear.
traded him off to Auntie Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Orbital Lab Olympus. Must have been some fancy lab coats. You don't think much of this Jasper Lowe guy, you don't, do you? Even though he's 15/19ths of the way to being a genius.
Our office gave Dr. Lowe and his team every opportunity to develop a drug under perfectly reasonable guidelines and generous deadlines. Dr. Lowe failed to meet our requests and largely succeeded in using our supply of drugs to get himself higher than the mortality rate of a line worker at a Saltuna cannery.
Okay, before I go, maybe there was something else I needed to know?
Certainly. What's on your mind?
I can't say for sure. What can you tell me about Project Gorgon, now that you've got your trophy? Come on.
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet? There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
Okay, I promise I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information. And you should appreciate that. You know, you can recognize a fellow data collector when you see one, right?
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Okay, right. Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete.
Why? What happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schylers have Auntie Cleo, and so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
Okay. Why did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product. We were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
Right. Yeah, liking you a tiny bit less right now. You can't break someone's life down into an equation. People aren't numbers. Yeah, that's semi-true, but also semi-not true. Yeah, you could predict an awful lot about people if you pay attention to the data. You must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
Okay, and, what went wrong? Is it possible she just didn't like you?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
Yeah, that pretty much sounds part of the course here in Halcyon, though. So basically, the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, Human Inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
Okay. The staff are all dead or missing. You are the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Yeah, okay. Your hands aren't exactly clean, though, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon, yes?
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
Right. Spare the rod, spoil the servant. See, there you go again. Getting on my bad side. Okay, well, thank you very much, Mr. Mostly. You've actually been mostly helpful. And yes, that was a terrible pun, but he has actually been quite helpful. He's given us the names and locations of the two people we need to speak to get this lockdown ended.